Thanks, Jane, and thanks Alpine Capital for sponsoring today. So my name is Scott Williamson, Managing Director and CEO of Blackstone Minerals. So I've been in the role now 8 years. We've had a wild ride. Our first foray was cobalt in British Columbia. I think we might have gone 10 bag on that, and then we negative 10 bagged down to nickel in Vietnam. That went over 10 times, and negative 10 again, so negative 10 bagger twice. We've just done a deal that's going to take us to the next 10 bagger. I think we're up 4 times already. So thanks to all the brokers out there that helped us. We just raised $22 million. Cornerstone by Macquarie, Evolution Capital, Wallaby and Argonaut did an amazing job raising that money. And now we're going to launch again. So the reason we're excited is we've got a world-class copper-gold porphyry in the Philippines. And the reason that works for us is because we've just spent the last 5 or 6 years in Vietnam in nickel, and everyone knows what happened to nickel. So got to a point where we couldn't raise another dollar. And but the good thing is we've got a partner who wants to free carry us into production on the nickel asset, which is great. So we will have exposure to the nickel, but we won't have to spend any more money on nickel. So the focus now will be copper gold in the Philippines. So it is a world-class asset. And when I say world-class, we've got 20 million ounces of gold equivalent in the ground. So when we say gold equivalent, this is a 50% copper and a 50% gold ore body. So it has 10 million ounces of gold and then another 10 million ounces of gold equivalent in the copper. And that is the biggest copper resource on the ASX, and I'd say probably one of the biggest gold resources on the ASX. So if you want leverage to gold and or copper, then BSX is the ticker for you. My background, so I was a mining engineer. I started my career with Rio Tinto, and I could not handle the bureaucracy there. So I took smaller and smaller companies until I took on this role. But what it did, it gave me a good foundation and experience in block cave mining. So block caving is the future of copper mining, and it looks like what we have will be a block cave. Way too big for Blackstone. So this is an asset that will get mined by someone much bigger than us. And the question is, when will that happen? It will probably happen quicker than we think. I was thinking it may take 2 to 3 years, but it might maybe even sooner. For example, the next door neighbour, $500 million got spent on the next door porphyry by Goldfields. So these are the types of assets that attract major mining companies. They are very strategic. They will deliver copper for multiple decades. They do require large capex, and that's why they are the assets for the big boys. But what it does is once you sink your capital, you have a consistent production profile for multiple decades. So what do we got to do to get it ready for a major? We've already got a mining license. We've just signed an agreement with the local indigenous people. So they're the 2 key milestones to operate in the Philippines. So we've achieved those just recently. The company we merged with did an amazing job on the social license. So that is well and truly on its way. So next steps really is to drill it out. We haven't found the edges of it. So it's already 20 million ounces of gold equivalent, but open in all directions, as they all say. But I'm not a geologist, but we've got rock chips running 5 grams gold and 2% copper, and they're sitting a kilometre to the north of the ore body. So not sure where they came from, but we're going to find out. So a lot of exploration excitement ahead. Drill rigs are heading to site in the next few days. And it's really about rediscovering this monster of a deposit. It was actually discovered in 1971. So it's had 5 different juniors, and they've all run out of money after 10 holes. And unfortunately, as we know with junior miners, that you've got to get the cycle right. You've got to get the political cycle right, the commodity cycle. We think we've got both of those in our favour. We think now is the right time to be in copper and gold, and now's the right time to be in the Philippines. So our drill rigs will be spinning very quickly, but more importantly, there's no systematic exploration has been done on this asset. So we don't have any geophysics. soils. The typical exploration techniques that we'd use in a discovery phase have not been done. And so we're looking to rediscover the Mankayan monster, and we want to delineate further on top of the 20 million ounces of gold equivalent. So big 12 to 18 months, excitement around drilling. We've ridden the Lassonde curve twice, and we're about to ride it for the third time. So yeah, look out for the next 10 bagger BSX. Thank you.